All right, let's talk about something you're going to use all the time, making plans in English. I mean, from just grabbing a coffee with a friend to, a really important business meeting. By the time we're done here, you are going to feel totally confident scheduling just about anything.
So, does this sound familiar? You're about to ask someone to hang out, maybe get together, and you kind of freeze up for a second, wondering, wait, what's the right way to say this? Trust me, if you've ever felt that, you are definitely not alone. It's a super common hurdle.
It really can be confusing, right? You've got different tenses for the future, all these little phrases for asking and suggesting things. It's just so easy to get tangled up. But hey, don't worry about it.
Because that's exactly what we're going to fix right now. We're going to make it simple. I'm talking a quick 5-minute guide that'll give you everything you need to schedule with total confidence. Let's do this. So to see how this works in real life, let's meet Kai and Claire. They're colleagues, and they need to set up a meeting. We're going to follow along and see exactly how they do it step by step. Okay, step 1, talking about your fixed plans. So before you can even think about adding something new to your schedule, you've got to be able to talk about what's already there, the stuff that's already locked in. And the trick here is something called the present continuous for the future. Basically, when you use that I am doing structure for something in the future, it sends a clear signal. It says, hey, this isn't just a vague idea. This is a real, arranged plan. So, for example, if Kai says, I'm meeting Kate on Friday, what he's really saying is that this is already in his calendar. It's a done deal. He's not just thinking about it. It's a fixed arrangement. It's happening.
And this is where it gets really useful. Look at the difference here. If I ask you, what are you doing tonight? I'm asking about a specific plan for this one night. But if I ask, what do you do in the evenings? Now I'm asking about your routine, your general habit. You see that? Such a small tweak in the words, but a totally different meaning.
All right, so you know how to talk about what's on your plate. What's next? Well, you've got to find out when the other person is free. And that brings us right to step 2, asking about their plans. So, back to our example. Kai knows his schedule. Now he's got to check in with Claire. How can he ask if she's free without it sounding, well, kind of awkward? What's a natural way to kick off that conversation?
Well, here are some really great natural-sounding phrases he could use. Things like, what are you up to this weekend? Or simply, are you free on Sunday? He could even ask, what's a good day for you? All of these are perfect, friendly ways to check someone's availability.
Okay, moving on to step 3. You've found a potential opening in their schedule. Now it's time to make the actual invitation. And believe it or not, this is where the choice between 2 tiny words, going to and will, makes all the difference. So here's the deal. I'm going to is for a decision you already made before you started talking. But I will, or I'll, that's for a decision you're making right there in the moment. Let me show you what I mean. Take this example. Someone says your shoes are dirty. You reply, yes, I know. I'm going to clean them. You see, the decision to clean them was already there in your head. It's a plan you already had. That's why you use going to.
But now look at this. Someone suggests, I'll meet you at 10:30, okay? And the other person agrees. This is totally different. The decision, the agreement, is happening right now, spontaneously during the conversation. That's when you use I'll.
So when you're suggesting a time, using these kinds of questions is a fantastic way to do it. Something like, shall we meet on Friday morning? Or how about around 2 p.m.? It feels really collaborative, It's not a command, it's an invitation for them to agree.
And that brings us to our final step, step 4, confirming the details. This is so important. You've basically agreed on a time, but now you need to lock it in so there's absolutely no confusion. And that all comes down to using the right little words, prepositions. Okay, this is actually way simpler than it sounds. Just remember this. We use at for exact times, like at 5 o'clock. We use on for specific days and dates, like on Friday or on May 5th. And we use in for bigger chunks of time, like months or years, in April in 2026. So Kai and Claire could lock it in by saying, great, see you on Friday at 2 p.m. Oh, and here's a quick but super important difference you need to know, on time versus in time. Being on time means you're punctual. The meeting is at 11:45, you get there at 11:45. But being in time means you're just early enough for something. Like you get home just in time to see the end of the game. For meetings, you always want to be on time. And just like that, you've got a complete scheduling toolkit. Pretty cool, right? So let's do a super quick recap of the whole thing, bringing all the pieces together.
Okay, so here are the big takeaways. First, use that I am doing form, the present continuous, for your fixed plans. Second, use a friendly question like, what are you up to check if they're free. Third, when you decide on a time during the chat, use will. And finally, lock it all in with the right prepositions. At a time, on a day, in a month. That's it. That's the whole system.
So, there you have it, a really clear, simple guide to talking about your schedule and making plans with anyone. The only question left is, who are you going to make plans with this week?